Campaigns are in top gear hours before the inauguration of the 10th Assembly. Let's talk to Senator Ibrahim Oloriegbe, who is a member of the 9th Assembly representing Kwara Central Senatorial District. Senator, thank you for joining us on the news tonight. I'd like us to begin very quickly with the low retention of lawmakers recorded after each general election. You know, a study some years ago showed Nigeria as the country with the lowest retention rate of lawmakers, in national parliaments globally. In 2011 and 2003, only 25.9% of lawmakers returned to the assembly. A few days ago, Senator Ndume said 75% of the Senate, including yourself, distinguished, are not returning this time. Is this a verdict on your performance? I mean, the performance of the 9th Assembly?
No. Thank you very much. I think it is not at all on the performance of the 9th Assembly. Actually, it's more than 75%. Out of the 109 senators, only 30 are returning. Out of the membership of the immediate past Senate. So in which case 79 are not returning. Of course, of those 79, about 7 seek for other things. Or they are in other position now, and we could have another 6. So eventually we may have, giving or taking about 70. So it's around 70-75%. But it's not. I think it has to do with the development of our democracy, particularly with the party system that we have, as well as the electorate or the membership of the party and the electorate.
So the challenge was that some of you did not get the nomination of your party?
Yes, at the primary level.
But the current chairman of the APC was a member of the 9th Assembly.
It doesn't matter.
I remember you met with him when he was leaving.
Yes.
To address the issue of high turnover rate.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Because in a robust party democratic system, the party ought to identify its members who are serving, who are served well, who has the expertise, who has the experience and competencies. And the party ought to give them like an automatic thing to be able to. Of course, it will still come through the electorate. But again, the electorate also don't look at performance to be able to, with all sense of humility and respect. I mean, with myself as an example, in the last 2-3 days, in my constituency, in all social media platforms, people have been praising, people have been congratulating me, and I give thanks to God. In terms of all the 3 areas of legislation, lawmaking, oversight, and representation, I think I did very well. But despite that, I didn't get my party nomination to contest for the electorate to put me through. Eventually, it's not about me or about others that are not coming back. I think it's about the system, it's about the institution, and about the country. Because the resources put to train, the time that is used for lawmakers to be able to get expertise, ought to be put into consideration and strengthen the democracy and strengthen our country.
On a light note, you also did not allow the Senate President to return. So all is fair, they say, right?
Yeah.
But let's talk about the inauguration of the 10th Assembly, which is tomorrow. All eyes will be on how the leadership of the Senate and the House of Reps will emerge. Who should make the decision? The leadership of your party or the lawmakers?
Constitutionally and by the rule of law, it is the lawmakers. The Constitution says the senators that elect themselves.
But in reality?
No. That even in reality also.
But your party has anointed candidates. That's what I'm talking about.
Party, everybody, just like the last discussion we are having, we are talking about the party. You can only contest in Nigeria if you are put forward by your party. Except with the one of the alterations we did now, which gave the independent candidature a legal backing now. And it is not at all level, it is still at the local government level. So, saying that the party are the one that sponsor candidates or members elect for election. Is the party platform, is the party manifesto upon which campaigns were done and upon with the electorate. If you look at the ballot papers, it doesn't have individual candidate name.
Indeed.
What it does have are the
party logos.
Party logos or party emblem, so to say. So as such, if you look at it, at the end of the day, also at the end of the 4 years, it's the party that will go back to the electorate to say, based on our manifestos, this is what we are able to do. So the party definitely have a role to play. In addition to that, the party looks at the country as a whole, not as individual. The party look at the system to look at stabilizing the country. To look at, we have Section 14, which speaks about national spread. It speaks about federal character. In which case, you look at inclusiveness, and look at every part of the country being participatory, and not any part, either geographically, either ethnically or religiously, are excluded. So this is the responsibility of the party. So as such, members also, as statement, as people that are elected to, once you get into the chamber, you are no more representing only your constituency. You are a senator of the Federal Republic or a member of House of Rep of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So you have to look at Nigeria's interests. So that's why I said the vote will come in. The members are the ones to cast the vote. But they will be casting the vote, having in their mind their party manifestos, having in their mind their party principle, having in their mind the promise of the party, and having in their mind the fact that there should be stability, there should be inclusiveness in the country. So this is how we have to look at it. It's not strictly to say who decides. Of course, it's the members that will vote. The rule is very clear. The Constitution is very clear.
At both chambers now, there are candidates who are insisting going to, the floor of the House tomorrow to contest the party's decision in the area of leadership. But while the National Assembly is not expected to be a rubber stamp to the executive, they say there is some level of collaboration that is needed for productivity in governance, so to speak. We saw what happened in 2015 when things did not go the way of the party. What will happen this time if the leadership of the National Assembly decide to vote tomorrow against how the party has planned?
If the membership, you mean, not the leadership?
Yes, sorry, the membership of the
party. Let me say, as a member of APC, and indeed, I would say as a major stakeholder, I don't expect what happened in 2015 to happen. Because, unlike in 2015, the party started very early to mobilize its membership. And we have a president who has an experience in politics over a long time, who had done wide consultation in conjunction with the party, in conjunction with other stakeholders. And the current situation is much more different from 2015. Now we have the issue of inclusiveness and stability of the country. And I think this will be a very important factor in terms of what will come up tomorrow. So I don't expect much surprise. I expected, just like I said, that members of APC and members of other political parties indeed will look at Nigeria before them while they are casting their votes.
You seem quite optimistic. It's just a matter of hours. We'll find out how it goes tomorrow. Senator Ibrahim Oloriegbe, Senator representing Kwara Central Senatorial District in the 9th Assembly. Thank you for talking to us.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.